Hello and welcome to one of my creative critical reflections. Here I'll be answering the question, how does your product use or challenge convention, and how does it represent social groups or issues? Throughout this production of my feature film, some of the main film conventions I use and challenge were character archetype, settings, costumes, lighting, and sound. First, we're going to do character archetypes. There are several character archetypes showcased in my feature film. The first two characters that are shown as ogres were displayed villain minions, as ogres are mostly displayed in iconography of low intelligence but mostly violent. They usually work under a villain or the one in charge. The other character in the club would display the rebel, as they are willingly rebelling against someone of authority and power in their world. Then the main character would display the character archetype of the chosen one or the hero, and this is specifically shown through the tarot cards, as one of them is a hero representing the main character. The character that represents the character archetype, the rebel, is a character that is representing a social issue of oppression by showcasing how they are shown in raggedy clothes and are running from authority over something they stole. The reason of the death is to represent something that is influential of the villain in control of the rebel's world. Next is setting. In the first scene, the setting is represented in a dark and haunting woods area. The mise-en-scene of these shots represent the overall situation of the character having to run in the woods away from these two characters and not for a good reason. The overall iconography represents the mysterious woods that creates unease. In the second scene, the mise-en-scene also gives a representation of the kinds of interests the main character has, someone who is curious, expressive, and an old soul. The social class represented through the setting mostly takes place in the second scene where we are with the main character. The house is that of someone in the middle class, and the excessive amounts of antique or old items hint at the idea the main character buys from thrift stores or flea markets, nothing high-end. Next is costume. In the opening scene where we see three different characters, the first two are of ogres, who wear mostly neutral colors with green to purposely represent that into the woods, and the other character who wears a mask is set in black raggedy cloak. The clothing is meant to represent a contrast between the three characters. The main character is showcased in modern clothes, overall representing internal interests and characteristics. Of all four characters, the first three in the main character's costume represent different world styles. And for a social class, the costume that is on the mysterious character is showcased in a raggedy cloak. This can represent the low chance of being able to attain clothes. This could mean this character is either from a lower class or comes from a place of oppression. Now for lighting, the lighting used in this opening sequence of my feature film, specifically in the voice, is meant to create a sense of unease and caution, as usual perceptions of a dark force is that, unease and caution. And this feeling can reciprocate what the mysterious figure is also currently feeling. For the second scene with different lighting, where instead of a dark muted cool color is used, it is now warm brown and bright, which can reciprocate the nostalgic, comforting style of films. Lastly, sound. Throughout the opening sequence of my feature film, a non-diegetic soundtrack plays in the background. This is meant to represent a consistent suspense throughout all of the scene, making sure it connects them all. Especially when a new lighting hits in the second scene, it can completely reverse how the audience would feel in the current moment of what's happening. The soundtrack just makes sure that there is a reminder that the suspense and unease has not completely gone away.